Good morning, I'm Colby Thelen. Right now on News 9 at 6, a stabbing outside a Waffle House leaves a man in critical condition. Police say the same man was involved in a separate fight at the same location just 4 months ago. The latest in this investigation ahead.
I'm Lacie Lowry. It is cold this morning. We have a warm-up on the way and also a chance of storms on the horizon. Meteorologist Megan Gold has a lot to talk about. She'll time it all out in her forecast.
And I'm Robin Marsh. Thank a veteran. Today is Veterans Day. We honor those who are serving right now and have served our country. We look at all the metro events that will celebrate Veterans Day. It's coming up.
Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
6 a.m. on this Tuesday, it is Veterans Day. Thank a veteran for their service for our country. We always say freedom isn't really free, and it's because of the men and women who have served that we have freedom today.
We are so grateful for those servant hearts out there. 900,000 Oklahomans have served in the military. That's almost 1 in 4.
Yeah,
wow.
It really is. And 106 years of celebrating veterans today, and we're going to continue it today. Let's turn to the Bob Mills Weather Center. A chilly start to this Veterans Day, but it's really the wind, Megan, that might get you.
It is the wind. Our temperatures are significantly warmer than this time yesterday. Remember yesterday, near record-breaking cold here in Oklahoma City. We fell just 3 degrees short of the record of 20 degrees. So teens and 20s yesterday. We're in the 30s and the 40s this morning, but we've got some wind here on your Veterans Day. And again, we are celebrating all of our veterans and those that have served our country all day long. Chickasha camera there, oh glory, blowing in the wind here on your Tuesday morning. Temperatures across the metro, they are in the upper 30s and low 40s, very mild for this time of year. But when you tack on the wind, it does feel much colder than that. Winds anywhere from 15 to 25 and a few gusts to 30 and 35. With a boundary in the northwest, those winds will increase through the day today, but a huge warm up. We hit 49 in Oklahoma City yesterday. 69 is our high this afternoon. And again, winds are going to increase through the morning with gusts to 30 and 35. We'll talk more about 2 storms on your 9-day that bring rain and storm chances back into the forecast. We sure need it. It's all coming up here in a few minutes.
Thank you. We do have an update to that breaking news on the southeast side of Oklahoma City this morning. Firefighters battled a fire at a vacant home on Southeast 47th and Shields. Fire crews there on scene tell News 9 that the fire may have been started by homeless individuals who made their way inside that house. Despite some clutter inside the home, firefighters say they were able to put the fire out quickly.
Looks like on the loss for the structure, it looks like we're going to be around 25%. Not too bad. One room with the contents and then a little bit of extension into the attic.
Now, while firefighters wrapped up their work on the home, our photographer was there and noticed that a water main in the neighborhood had also broken. So right now we're working to learn if that break is impacting any customers in that area. We'll bring you those updates as we get them. This morning, we're also seeing new video after a man is charged with pointing a laser at an Oklahoma City police helicopter. This is video from Air One after pilots reported a laser being pointed toward that aircraft twice last October. The suspect, Brandon Butler, was found and arrested in southwest Oklahoma City.
That's stupid. That's a federal crime. Yes, sir. That's stupid. They're pilots. That can affect their vision. That can cause a freaking wreck, dude.
So Butler is now charged with violating the Laser Safety Act. A man is in critical condition after he stabbed multiple times at an Oklahoma City Waffle House.
This comes 4 months after this same man was arrested in a fight at the same Waffle House over off I-35. News 9 Sylvia Corkill with the details.
In July, police responded to an Oklahoma City Waffle House near Northeast 122nd and I-35 Service Road.
This was a large physical altercation between several people.
Police said a parking lot brawl unfolded after several Waffle House employees confronted 2 men accused of not paying for their food.
Employees actually followed them out into the parking lot. That's where the fight took place.
During the fight, police say the restaurant's cook, the suspected aggressor, was stabbed. In an attempt to help the cook, police said Ronnie Goldsmith grabbed a gun.
A third person was witnessing this going on and actually grabbed a firearm, pointed it at 2 others involved in the fight.
Following the incident, Goldsmith was arrested for drug possession. Fast forward to November 7th, police responded to the Waffle House again, where this time they found Goldsmith stabbed multiple times, collapsed in the parking lot. Witnesses tell police Carl Richards, who had been banned from the business due to ongoing conflict with multiple employees, was walking to his motel when employees called out to him, leading to an argument between Richards and Goldsmith. According to court filings, Goldsmith was armed with a toy plastic bat when Richards lunged after him, knocked him to the ground, and began stabbing him.
Sylvia Corgill, Oklahoma's Own News 9.
Well, police arrested Richards at a nearby motel. He's facing a complaint of assault with a deadly weapon.
A Metro man is arrested accused of driving under the influence and killing a man on a motorcycle in Del City. This happened last week. Police say Daniel Hernandez was speeding when he hit Justin Ball. Ball died at the scene. Officers say Hernandez was driving under the influence. He was arrested for aggravated DUI. To Yukon now, a 16-year-old boy is arrested accused of shooting another teen over a cell phone. This happened near Main Street and Sarah Road on Friday. Yukon police say the victim was shot in the chest while selling a phone to the suspect. The teen victim is still in the hospital this morning. His name has not been released.
Time now 6:06. Let's take a look at your morning drive. We're going to take a live look from our news tracker. Let's see if we get the shot up here. Okay, his shot went down. How about this, though? We can report no major incidents on major thoroughfares this morning. They're going to slow you down, so just buckle up and drive safe. We'll keep you posted with traffic throughout the morning. A federal judge puts a new law meant to protect rural hospitals in Oklahoma on hold. That law prevents pharmaceutical companies from limiting access to a federal drug pricing program, requiring them to provide discounted prices on prescriptions to all pharmacies contracted with covered providers. Oklahoma Attorney General Gentner Drummond calls this a setback for rural health care, and now he's appealing.
Well, a Metro pizza shop that actually helped hundreds of SNAP recipients with free pizzas yesterday is now honoring veterans today. Oliver's Pizzeria near Northwest 30th and May sent 500 pizzas home to families in need yesterday. They tell us this was all about the Oklahoma Standard.
During the holidays, it's about giving and being thankful and serving our neighbor. And that's what we're here for, is serving our neighbor.
And veterans today can bring a military ID to the pizzeria for a free pizza today for Veterans Day.
I love that. Oliver's Pizzeria, if you want to support a local business. We love our veterans, and today is all about honoring those who have served in the U.S. military. The city of Midwest City will salute service members with its big annual Veterans Day parade this morning. Our Brianna Brown is live highlighting some events that'll happen throughout the morning. Brianna, go ahead.
Good morning. Yes, the Midwest City Veterans Day Parade is just one of many ways that you can join in to honor our nation's local veterans. Now, the event is free and open to the public, set to start at 10 a.m. Families and community members are encouraged to line the streets as marching bands and parade floats pass by. Now, there will also be a viewing area and stage for veterans on Douglas Boulevard. The parade is set to start on Southeast 15th Street and end on Reno Avenue. Now, Midwest City Police is reminding drivers that roads on the parade route will shut down at 9:30. Now, you can tune in later for News 9 this morning, as we'll have live coverage right before the parade begins. Reporting live, Brianna Brown, Oklahoma's Own News 9.
Brianna, thank you. Our own Mike Glover is actually the MC of the Midwest City Veterans Day Parade, so wave to him. Get out there. Also in Moore, the city of Moore, honoring veterans with a big Veterans Day ceremony. It also starts at 10 a.m. That one's at Veterans Memorial Park.
Hey, and just a heads up on News 9 at 9, the Coca-Cola Porch. We are live in Midwest City today as they prepare for the Veterans Day Parade. Be sure to join us for the live coverage at 9 a.m. this morning.
I think we've got you covered on Veterans Day saying.
I love it. It's one of our favorite days.
Absolutely.
So much happening all across the metro, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful forecast for the Veterans Day. Let's turn to Megan Gold now. She's in the Bob Mills Weather Center. Hey, Megan.
Hey guys, today will be significantly warmer than yesterday, from 49 in Oklahoma City to 69 degrees this afternoon, right? Back to above normal temperatures, and it just gets warmer from here. As you head out the door, your before you go forecast, clear skies. We'll have a few clouds filter in through the day today, but our winds are going to be the big difference that you'll notice. That will help bring our temperatures up. 41 is our temp right now, but when you tack on the gusty winds, it feels like 33. So it is chilly. Grab the coat if you're headed out the door. By 10 o'clock, when most of those parades kick off, we're in the low to mid 50s. This afternoon in the 60s with sunshine, but we will have 2 storms that bring rain and storm chances back into the forecast. I've got that coming up here in just a few minutes.
And coming up, an AI-generated political ad is raising alarms after it targeted a candidate for governor. In just a few minutes, what this could mean for future elections. We're breaking it down ahead.
Oh, it's time for the bus stop forecast. Bundle up the babies this morning.
I was thinking the same thing. A little chilly out there this morning.
They don't mind. They never seem to mind,
Yeah,
right?
they can't feel
Did
temperature.
your boys wear shorts yesterday?
Yes, they wear shorts
Always.
and then hoodies, and then they say I'm cold. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with you, kid.
The challenge is to get the coat back home this afternoon.
That's the thing.
always the problem.
I think my brother went through like 10 coats every year.
They're all
I mean,
at the
it was
school
just like,
still.
yeah, who has them?
Lost and found. Here we go.
Exactly. Searching through lost and found at the end of every year. That was my family. Hey, for the bus stop at the kids, thankfully we're not as cold as we were yesterday, but we do have some gusty winds out the door. So that does have a pretty big chill to it. We feel like the 30s, even though we're into the 40s. So your bus stop forecast, it does look pretty good. I do have additional pictures to show you here. This is the Hale family, and the Hale family, this picture was taken returning home from a 1-year deployment in 26. The family now lives in Edmond. Another one for you here. This is Warren Dean Hillbolt, and that picture, U.S. Army stationed in Germany. Another one for you here, 30 years of service in the U.S. Air Force. The family lives here in the metro, but Tim Dykes lives off into Broken Arrow. And then we've got Tommy from McLeod. Love the picture. He served in the U.S. Army. Your bus stop forecast here for the kids. Again, it's a chilly start to the day. By midday, we're nearly 60 degrees, and then into the afternoon, we will climb to nearly 70. So from 49 yesterday to 69 this afternoon, that is a huge jump as all of that Canadian and Arctic air starts to scoot off to the east, and our temperatures will just warm from here day by day. Across the metro, temperatures upper 30s, low 40s. You're probably wondering, how did we go from the teens and 20s yesterday to now nearly 40 degrees this morning? Well, again, all that air pushing off to the east, but also stronger winds help keep your temperatures up. So statewide, it's actually 50 degrees right now in Woodward. Back into the Panhandle, we've got 40s and 50s, and then off into eastern, southeastern Oklahoma, where the winds are much lighter, temperatures are actually below freezing. So that's about it. And really over the next 9 days, there are no more frigid morning temperatures, which is great news, especially for the kids when you have to send them to school. Again, our winds are up this morning. That's the big change from yesterday, 15 to 25 miles per hour. We've had a few gusts up in the northwest to 25 and 30 miles per hour. And there is a boundary up in the northwest, and that's going to move to the south and east through the morning and into the early afternoon, and then it's going to kind of stall out, but that will help winds out ahead of it be very gusty, 30 to maybe even 35 and 40 miles per hour, and then into the mid to late afternoon, winds should start to come down, and overnight tonight our winds will be light. Tomorrow is a much lighter wind day. Here are your highs today, from the 40s yesterday to now the 60s and the 70s. The big warm up, I don't think it disappoints. It will still be a little cooler off to the east. 73 in Ardmore, 73 in Lawton, 75 in Altus, 74 in Woodward, and 70 in the Enid area. Again, over the next 9 days, this is a warming trend. Tomorrow we'll add a degree or two. We will have a few more clouds filter in for your Wednesday for your Thursday. Temperatures mid to upper 70s by the end of the week. Your Saturday is dry, and then those two storm systems on your 9-day. Saturday into Sunday and Monday brings cold front number 1, and then cold front number 2 Tuesday into Wednesday. So this week we've got a warming trend, and then next week we kind of got a decreasing trend, if you will. Here's the big picture. All the Arctic Canadian air, it's off to the east. It is long gone. And now we switch to high pressure down to the south. That warms us up. We've got a south wind. And then into Friday, this is the storm system that we have been watching for maybe some promising rain and storm opportunities. Data has been a little bit all over the place, but it does look like it's trending more towards a late Sunday and into Monday event. So your Saturday looks dry. Don't go canceling any plans. I think your Sunday through midday is dry. Maybe later in the day we do start to see rain and storm chances bump up. We get a cold front in here, and then storm system number 2 arrives, and that could also potentially have with it some heavy rain and the chance for a few strong to severe storms. The severe weather potential not quite locked in yet, and the timeline for that will change, just as I said yesterday. Overnight tonight, clear skies, light winds. We fall into the upper 30s, the low 40s, and guess what? Your Wednesday is just as beautiful with temperatures in the upper 60s and the low to mid 70s with light winds and sunshine. Your 9-day forecast, it is a great one. 69 here on your Veterans Day with a south-southwest wind. Overnight tonight will fall to 39 degrees with sunshine for your Wednesday, and then temperatures take off from there. Sunday into Monday, rain and storm chances bump up, and then we'll have more rain and storm chances for your Wednesday with highs in the 50s and 60s.
All right, Megan, thank you. 6:19 your time right now. It's time to take a look at some of your top national stories this morning. A big update from the nation's capital. In the 15th vote, the U.S. Senate approves a funding package, bringing Congress one step closer to ending the longest government shutdown in history. Now, the final version of the bill extends funding through January of 2026. It will still need to be approved by the House, and then, of course, the president's signature is required for the government to reopen.
Other headlines this morning, parts of the Midwest are digging out after the first snowstorm of the season. Bands of heavy snow caused blizzard-like conditions in parts of Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan. In Chicago, 3.5 inches of snow fell. Wind gusts topped 50 miles an hour. Ooh. We'll never complain about the cold this early here, right?
Video feels cold, yeah. How about this? Some restaurant closures. Wendy's says it plans to start closing 300 stores over the next few months to increase profitability and improve its remaining restaurants. This comes as consumers are cutting back on spending due to inflation, not eating out as much. Right now, Wendy's has more than 6,000 locations in the U.S. Your time now, 6:20. A quick check of traffic this morning. A live look on the Lucky Star Skycam network. Oh, so pretty. We are starting to break daylight. Golly, that looks like a painting right there. Okay, back to traffic. We don't have any crashes to report on I-40, I-44, or I-35. So right now, everyone's driving happy on this Veterans Day. Hopefully you stay safe this morning.
Also coming up, you don't want to miss this, honoring the life and service of the beloved shoe shiner. There's now a permanent spot in the Oklahoma County Courthouse honoring Mr. Cleo, how he's being remembered next. Well, the next episode of my podcast, In the Spotlight, drops Wednesday morning. This week, we're featuring a powerful story of a woman who grew up facing challenge after challenge in small town Oklahoma. Now she's getting ready to receive the highest honor in the state. We're talking about OCCC's president, Dr. Matra Jones. This Thursday night, she will be inducted into the Oklahoma Hall of Fame. She's my next guest in the spotlight. It'll be tomorrow morning on Oklahoma's Own Originals YouTube channel. She has really paved the way through education for African American women. She's the first non-HBCU woman to lead a university here in Oklahoma, and at OCCC, the first African American and woman to be the president.
She's breaking barriers over there. That's awesome.
She does a lot of philanthropy too, and she is just a class act all the way around. Can't wait to share her story.
Met her, it was like just can't wait to talk more
I know,
to her.
yeah.
Okay, tomorrow morning,
to that.
10:30.
Yeah, 10:30. Okay.
All right, now let's turn to the Bob Mills Weather Center. Time for the outdoor forecast, and outdoors right now, Megan. Wow, it's stunning.
It's stunning. Literally can never get over an Oklahoma sunrise. They just just keep continuing to impress. Our sunrise this morning is at 7 o'clock, so we're breaking daylight, and this camera shot obviously is not from right now. That's a frozen one from several days ago. We're having trouble with that camera, but across kind of the top pictures here, gorgeous colors. If you have a chance, go step out the door. Sunrise coming up at 7 o'clock this morning. For all of you, maybe you're outdoors hunting today, the deer on the move. Great weather for it with all the changes in the temperatures. It is a cool start to the day. Our winds are gusty, and we will have gusts to 30 and 35 through the morning, through midday, and then our wind should start to come down with a boundary in the north and west. Guess what? From 49 degrees yesterday, how about 69 degrees here in Oklahoma City this afternoon? A gorgeous Veterans Day, but a breezy to a gusty wind day. Low to mid 70s down to the south, and as we go through the remainder of the week, we will start a big warming trend. Temperatures near 80 degrees by your Thursday and Friday. Into the weekend, a cold front hits. We will see rain and storm chances back into the forecast. I've got your full 9-day here in just a few minutes.
All right, Megan, thank you. Much more ahead here on News 9. The Oklahoma County Clerk is reminding veterans about free help with filing discharge papers. Coming up, we show you where local veterans and their families can easily get this paperwork done. Back after this.
You're watching Oklahoma's Own News 9 this morning.
And good morning on this Tuesday morning. It is Veterans Day, and there is a look from Blanchard, America, and the camera zoomed out, but over on kind of right in the middle of the screen, it looks like is that Veterans Memorial they're so proud of there in Blanchard.
And God painting a perfect sunrise this morning. Just a great Veterans Day today.
Glorious day for sure.
Yeah, let's talk all about it. Beautiful sunrise, a little chilly and a little windy, but it's going to be nice. We're looking forward to it.
And you know what? Those Veterans Day parades are happening no matter what.
No matter rain or
shine. Up this
yeah.
morning. Let's check in with Megan in the Bob Mills Weather Center. What's the timeline of like how we warm up today?
It's going to be a pretty good warm up. I think by 10 o'clock when a lot of those parades get going, our temperatures will already be in the low to mid 50s. So here is the view from our downtown camera looking off to the east. A gorgeous start to our Veterans Day. And we want to say thank you to all of you who have served our country. The sun will come up here at 7 o'clock, but just some gorgeous, gorgeous colors with a few high, thin clouds. We're 41 degrees and we're much warmer temperature-wise this morning because our winds are up. When you have stronger winds, winds are up. When your winds are much lighter, you've got colder temperatures, and with that wind, it feels like 33. So from the teens and the 20s yesterday to the 30s and the 40s this morning, it's 38 in Enid, 42 down in Chickasha, and 40 in Lawton. There are your wind speeds right now at about 15 to 25 miles per hour and a few gusts to 30 with a boundary in the northwest. And out ahead of that boundary, winds will be gusty through the morning, a high of 69 this afternoon, and the warm up just gets better from there. We'll talk more about your 9-day forecast and a few more veteran pictures here in just a few minutes.
All right, Megan, thank you. A murder suspect is arrested in a deadly shooting on the southwest side of Oklahoma City. Police also have identified the victim. It happened Saturday morning near Southwest 25th and Agnew. Officers say Ruben Orianta Silva shot and killed Christopher Sosa during an argument. Told by police that Orianta Silva then left that scene, but has since been arrested on a murder complaint. And on the southeast side of Oklahoma City, 2 people escape a house fire unharmed. Firefighters say it happened just after 8:30 yesterday morning near Southeast 15th and Central. Crews say that home, though, is a total loss. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
And Edmond Police tell News 9 they will not be filing charges against the family in the drowning death of a 3-year-old little boy that was found in a pond. Police say the child had wandered away from the family's apartment. It happened earlier this month at the apartment complex right near 15th and Kelly. Edmond Police say a teenager was the one to find the child in the pond near the apartments. Authorities have not released details about how long the boy was in the water. Police say, though, the district attorney will still review the case to decide if charges are warranted. And a Stillwater woman is arrested. She's accused of trying to burn down her apartment building while barricading from police. Police say the suspect, Cassidy Liss, was involved in a robbery and then refused to leave her apartment. Officers say they saw the smoke then coming out of the apartment building as the woman then had to get out through a window. She was actually pulled down to safety and then arrested and booked into the jail on complaints of arson and robbery. Well, we've all seen the political banana ad by Oklahoma gubernatorial candidate Republican Charles McCall. But now someone is turning that ad against McCall using artificial intelligence.
So how do you know what to believe? When you see it, especially? It's raising questions about the future of political campaigns as technology quickly advances. News 9's Jordan Fremstead reports.
Megaphony Charles McCall talks big about stopping sex changes for minors.
This ad targeting Oklahoma gubernatorial candidate Charles McCall includes actions from McCall.
Banana Chuck McCall, just too woke for Oklahoma.
Actions that are not real.
It is disturbing.
This is artificial intelligence in action. Media that has News 9 political analyst Scott Mitchell eyeing potential trouble.
I think when we become untethered from reality, then you're able to incite.
Well, I think it's a really, really dangerous proposition if we let this thing just run wild.
Cybersecurity attorney Colin Waukee agrees.
Because of the ability to do such reputational harm to individuals, AI poses a unique threat.
Waukee says Oklahoma does not have any regulations for AI in political ads.
I think that would be a good idea. I also think that the Oklahoma Ethics Commission could propose rules and regulations prohibiting it.
This ad was paid for by a political action committee called Make Oklahoma Great Again. One person we found listed on federal election records said they did not produce the ad. They said the original Make Oklahoma Great Again PAC is no longer active, and that another PAC created this ad under the same name. The address listed takes us to this building in downtown Tulsa.
Good luck on doing something about these dark money groups, especially after the Citizens United.
Waukee and Mitchell agree more must be done to bring transparency to campaign finance.
If nothing else, we're going to have to start seeing watermarks or something.
Waukee says a lack of knowledge blurs the lines between fact and fiction.
You'll start seeing legislation when AI starts affecting politicians.
Jordan Fremstead, Oklahoma's own News 9.
This year, there were 2 Senate bills that would have required disclosure of AI in political ads and prevented its use within 90 days of an election. Those bills failed.
More than 50% of Oklahomans have their real ID. Service Oklahoma says it's issued more than 2.6 million of them statewide. Now, if you still need to get one, Service Oklahoma says most of its visits take about 20 minutes or less. Your real ID is then mailed to you within 10 to 14 business days. A reminder here, a real ID is required to board domestic flights and enter certain federal buildings. 6:36 your time right now. Let's get one more check of traffic as you're heading out the door this morning. Taking a live look across the metro here as the sun's coming up. It's quite beautiful. And we also love to see roadways not impacted by any major wrecks that are going to slow you down. I-35, I-40, I-44 all moving along smoothly this morning. We'll check back in just a little bit.
Well, the Oklahoma County Clerk is sharing some important information for veterans. Military veterans can file their discharge paperwork at the county clerk's office now for free. It's also where loved ones can find documents to prepare for a veteran's funeral and burial.
This is something that is done across the state and actually across the nation. Every county files the military discharge papers. This is one of the most, if not the most important document for a military person.
Yeah, those discharge documents are also needed to receive veteran benefits. Oklahoma County has mobile offices in Edmond and even out in Hera, Oklahoma, to help locate and file that paperwork.
And as we honor Veterans Day, there are businesses all over the metro offering deals and discounts to those who served our country. News 9's Kylie Dedmon live in studio with some of those details. Kylie?
Lacie, several organizations are participating in honoring veterans across Oklahoma City, including the reigning NBA champs. The Thunder are giving away tickets for 250 veterans and current active duty military. All the fans have to do is nominate their favorite veteran or active military hero, and the first 250 nominated will receive 2 free tickets. Also, Embark, OKC Streetcar, Rapid, and OKC and Norman buses will operate as normal today, but with free trips. And venues offering free admission for veterans or active duty military include the Oklahoma City Zoo and the Sam Noble Museum. Venues offering discounted admission include the Oklahoma City Museum of Art and the Oklahoma Hall of Fame. Also, if you want to do some shopping at Kohl's, all veterans and active duty military get 30% off qualifying purchases. They also offer year-round military discounts as part of Military Monday. Lacey.
Kylie Dedman reporting. Thank you. Restaurants in the metro are offering free meals for veterans and their families, such as Applebee's, Chili's, and Starbucks. Just check before you go.
This morning, there's a new permanent space marking the life and service of a beloved county courthouse shoe shiner and Army veteran. Cleo Fields passed away earlier this year at the age of 87. He spent nearly 3 decades shining shoes and lifting spirits inside the Oklahoma County Courthouse. Before that, he served in the Army during the Vietnam War. And now his picture will hang alongside fellow veterans on an honor wall at the courthouse. His family was there for that honor.
The impact and influence that he had on our city and just the county in general has been just one that we have felt just by the kind words that people have shared. And so it means a lot for him to get honored in this way.
Mr. Cleo's shoe shining chair remains in the same place on the first floor of the courthouse.
We love Mr. Cleo. He was so loved, and I love that he was a veteran too, because he's always had a life of service, it sounds like.
It sounds like it, and boy, he touched so many people coming in and out of that courthouse for decades. You know, so it's going to be nice to see that remembrance of him.
It was hard to go to the courthouse and not know Mr. Cleo.
Yeah, I think everybody knew him.
Absolutely. Let's turn now to the Bob Mills Weather Center. Megan standing by. Your Veterans Day forecast. Hey, Megan.
Hey, guys. It will be a gorgeous one, a windy one at times, but temperatures, all that Arctic air, it's gone, and our temperatures are warming into the 60s and the 70s this morning. It's pretty mild, but because of the winds, it is on the chilly side. The sun comes up here in 20 minutes. Can't get enough of the view from our downtown camera. The hustle and bustle of our Tuesday is underway, and we are 41 degrees right now, feeling like 33 when you tack on the wind. Temperatures in the metro, upper 30s, low 40s, same deal statewide. The only below freezing temperatures are down in southeastern Oklahoma, and your Veterans Day temperature timeline, guess what? Into the upper 60s, nearly 70 degrees this afternoon. More on your forecast coming up.
Body camera video shows the moments a Metro pastor is arrested in Edmond for trespassing inside a clothing store. He says he was just protecting his wife. What he says led to the confrontation and what he wants police to do. It's next on 9.
All right, 6:45, and we are celebrating the veterans in our lives as well.
We are. Lacey, you're first. We've got pictures to show if we want to go ahead and take links too.
Yes, so my husband, JD, served in the Navy for 26 years. So here he is.
It's not his birthday. Why is that on there?
That's okay.
Happy birthday, JD.
That's okay. Oh my gosh. So there he is with me. And then on the right with our 2 boys surfing. He grew up surfing and then went into the Navy. And anyways, he has a servant's heart. He continues to serve our family and the Lord even after retirement. So thank you, JD, for your service to our country.
Oh, I love that. He is such a great guy. This is my father, Chief Warrant Officer 4, Robert E. Marsh. He was in the military, Vietnam and Korea. My dad was a pilot. He transported troops in and out of combat with the big Chinook helicopters during the Vietnam War. And there he is being commissioned, my mom on the right side with him. And my dad, when he retired, he flew military and civil service and had probably close to 19,000 flight hours as a pilot. So
that's Mama Josie there.
There's my Mama Josie and my Papa Top. God rest their souls, and thank you, Daddy, for your service.
Love it so much. Okay, both my grandpas. My dad did not send me a picture with my grandpa in his service dress, so I'm just going to show you from the living room. My grandpa passed away a couple of years ago, but it's my grandpa Gold. He was in the U.S. Navy out on the ships, and it's so funny. There's a Dr. Pepper can sitting there. We would always have a Dr. Pepper together. So
I like his style.
Loved to go in to visit to him when I worked up in Tulsa. It was so special. He lived in Sand Springs, and I was able to go see him often. Also, my mom's dad, John Wilson, he enlisted in the Navy, World War II, just at 17 years old, right out of high school. And it is not his birthday.
Hey, happy
birthday. So, you know what? Happy birthday to everybody. So just want to continue highlighting everyone that has served our country. Thank you so much. Hey, the big cold snap, it is over. Your Sunday highs were in the upper 40s and the low 50s. Yesterday, a high of 49 degrees. And guess what? The big cold snap is out of the way, and now we enter a big warming pattern with a ridge of high pressure down to our south, a south wind here in the coming days. That means we're warm and we're dry. But Friday, we will watch a storm that comes in from the west, and that will be our first chance for rain, really the first time this month. And really, we're continuing to fine-tune the forecast. The track of the low will be so important to exactly how much rain we get, if we see any at all, and if we see any severe weather. We're watching that one very closely. We also get a cold front in here, and then the middle to the end of next week, another storm comes in, and that would be our second opportunity for rain. So today, a high temperature of 69 degrees, and then temperatures just take off from there. Your Saturday into your Sunday brings a cold front along with that storm number 1 that takes highs back down into the 60s, and then cold front number 2 Tuesday and into Wednesday. So the next 4 to 5 days, they are dry. Rain chances go up, I think, late Sunday and into Monday morning. And then I think they push out of here. Your Tuesday is dry before our second storm moves in, and that would bring higher rain chances for your Wednesday. Here is the live look from our Lucky Star Skycam network from our downtown camera. It's gorgeous. Our sunrise here in 12 minutes, and you may have noticed our temperatures are running significantly warmer than what they were yesterday. We had teens and 20s. This morning we've got 30s and 40s. Everybody is above freezing because of those strong winds. But when you factor in the wind, it does feel like 33 degrees here on your Tuesday morning. It's 38 in Hinton to Fort Cobb, 42 in Watonga, 42 in Norman, 46 in Guthrie, and 43 in Midwest City. We've got a few isolated mid to upper 30s, but generally everybody right near the 40-degree mark. Down into southeastern Oklahoma, winds are much lighter, and that's where we find freezing temperatures. Look at your wind speeds. This is not what we had yesterday. Our winds this morning, 15 to 25, even 30 to 35 miles per hour. There's a boundary up in the north and west, and that's going to slide to the south and to the east through the morning and into the afternoon. It's going to kind of stall out, and so winds out ahead of it will be gusty, especially from Oklahoma City off to the east. They should begin to diminish into the afternoon and evening, but fire danger may be elevated in spots where we're very dry and severe drought has settled in. Highs today, check it out, from 49 yesterday to 69 degrees this afternoon. Low to mid 70s back to the west, and then a north wind back behind that boundary off into eastern Oklahoma, a little cooler. So all the Canadian Arctic air, it has pulled away. Overnight tonight, it's another mild one, upper 30s and low 40s with the north breeze, but our winds are very light and our skies are clear, maybe a few clouds out there. And then for your Wednesday, it is beautiful. Much lighter winds out of the east, temperatures in the upper 60s and the low to mid 70s. Really just a beautiful day, and the warm up takes off from there. So for today, 69, a few high thin clouds will filter in. Again, few gusts to 30 and 35 this morning, and then our winds should start to come down. For your Wednesday, 71, 75, and check it out, Friday into Saturday, we start warming into the upper 70s. There comes our first cold front. Again, timing of this first storm we're watching very closely because it will shift some. So Sunday into Monday, rain and storm chances come back. Could have a little severe weather, not quite locked in on that yet, but temperatures, they drop down into the low 60s, and then we get another cold front in here Tuesday into Wednesday. That would take us back into the 50s. Wednesday looks like a wet day with a 60% chance for rain and thunderstorms. Again, we will be watching for a few strong storms. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Mr. Scobie, we got to get out of the store.
Oh, I'm not leaving.
Okay.
The only way I'm leaving, respectfully, you're going to arrest me.
Tell me how a criminal trespass will help you advocate for your wife.
It will, sir. So.
Okay. Well, let's get up because we got to go.
Okay. What do we have to go do?
We've got to exit the store.
I'm not exiting the store before you put me under arrest.
Okay. Stand up for me.
Well, this morning we are getting a look at that new body cam video just released showing the arrest of a prominent Metro pastor. He was arrested at a clothing store business in Edmond over the weekend, White House Black Market. Pastor Derek Scobie says his wife was in the store and was inappropriately touched by an employee who works at White House Black Market in Edmond. A police officer responded but did not arrest the employee and left the scene. The police reports indicate, though, the officer returned to the store for a disturbance call and told Scobie he had to leave. When Pastor Scobie refused, he was arrested. You saw the interaction there. He was arrested on trespassing charges. Now, Scobie has since filed a complaint asking for an investigation into the Edmond police officer, also that charges are filed against that store employee, and for his trespassing complaint to be dismissed. It's a lot to unpack. We will continue to keep you posted on what happens.
The murder suspect in a killing spree that started in Midwest City is now sentenced to 3 life sentences without parole. This all happened in December of last year. We covered it extensively. Investigators say Richard Chambers shot and killed Annie Brown in Midwest City, then stole her car and drove to Pontotoc County, where he killed Robert and Jackie Politti. The district attorney has been seeking the death penalty in this case, but then Chambers entered a guilty plea in September, avoiding the death penalty, and he was just sentenced. A sigh of relief for some Oklahomans on SNAP benefits. The State Department of Human Services is now issuing partial SNAP benefits for this month. So check your account. Some people have already received theirs. The state says it has federal approval to distribute the funds. The U.S. Department of Ag will actually determine the amount of benefits. They will vary from person to person. No action is required. These benefits will load automatically and should be available by today.
6:53 your time right now. Let's take a look at your morning drive this morning. We're going to take a live look from our news tracker, Lex Stanfield. He is there at the Skydance Bridge right on I-40, looking eastbound. Right now, things moving along smoothly on I-40. No major incidents to report to you this morning. So keep it here. We'll keep you posted throughout the morning if anything should pop up. We're back right after this.
And remember to thank a veteran on this Veterans Day. We're back after 7.
Happy Veterans Day.